Hi, and welcome to Barella Business number 4.
Number 4.
And after a really long and cold winter, it is so good to be able to see the beautiful flowers and try and experience an English spring summertime. And we just hope that all of you are really well and have had a great 2010 so far.
Hi there. I'm here standing in the Discipleship Training School classroom where we had over 24 students come from different parts of the nations to come be trained to be missionaries. In the Discipleship Training School we have different topics that cover nature, character of God, fatherhood of God, intercession, and other subjects. My role primarily within this school was I was the head worshiper, and part of my role was to disciple young people in developing who they are in God, but also in the areas of worship. Within the school we built worship teams. We had 3 different worship teams within the school where we built teams and they grew in the ministry of worship. And really we wanted to create an environment where people are ministered or healed and they can actually interact with God and receive from God. And really it's a training and equipping time with worship leaders and to get them to understand the nature of God and to grow in that. We really just ask that you pray for future students. Next year in Homestead Manor, I'll be leading a school of worship here. And this is kind of a year of preparation for getting ready for what the future holds in the UK and Europe for worship. And we just really pray that you guys partner with us and really help us seek God to what the Lord has for Europe and the UK and worship. And we're really praying that some of these students from the Discipleship Training School stay for the School of Worship. And we can really see what God's going to do in the areas of worship in the UK and Europe. Thank you very much.
My role in the Discipleship Training School was to expose the students to many different forms of evangelism. As we mentioned in the last newsletter, the Lord has really opened up some incredible doors in our local schools. We're currently able to work into 3 different schools doing assemblies which really expose the children to different nations and to things that younger children experience that might not always be so easy in nations such as Africa or in different parts of Asia, in Europe. And in the next few months, we're going to be focusing on Native American Indians. This is really important in small village schools in the UK that can often be very, very isolated. Our lunchtime clubs in another local school have exposed the children to Christianity in a way that we have just really never dreamed about. We had a number of children who really have never heard the gospel, and we were able to share with the children about the true Easter message. I'd like to introduce to you David, who is from Scotland, and he is also a professional teacher, and for the last 3 months has been located here at Homestead Manor doing his Discipleship Training School. And David was a real vital part of our school's ministry team over the last few months. David, would you like to share a little bit about your favourite moments or moment in the school's ministry, please?
I had a lot of favourite moments, but one of my favourite moments was when we had salt dough medallions and the kids could have drawn anything on them. And I asked one of the children what I should draw, and I got told to draw a cross, which I thought was quite interesting. So I drew a cross and I said, "What else would you like me to draw?" And they said, "Draw some graves." So instead of drawing graves, I just drew 2 crosses beside it, and the child opposite me actually copied my artistic work, even though I'm not much of an artist. So that'd be my favourite moment.
That's a great moment.
Thank you.
Could you also just share with our friends a little bit about Easter in the UK and what impact that had in the school's work that we were able to do?
Yes, we used resurrection eggs in the school to give a talk, and although we can't preach to the children, we can still share the good news about the Bible. We did that a couple of weeks ago now, and we had some really great questions that kids were asking as well about why Jesus had to die, and if they ask us questions we can answer them, which is great because they really invite us in, which is a brilliant way. If we tell a good story, they can ask us questions and we can go much deeper than we could do if it's a story.
Thank you so much. Girls, hello.
Hello.
Would you like to say hi to our friends?
Hello.
Cool. Grace, what are you holding there?
Teddy.
Wow, what's your teddy called?
Bowie.
Bowie. Wow. Have you and Teddy had fun this Easter?
Yeah.
What have you done?
Play Easter egg hunt with Teddy.
Wow, that sounds like fun. What have you done, Melody?
I've played with all my friends.
Wow, that's amazing.
One of them, I can't remember the other name, but one of them was called Jack and Georgie.
Cool. What did you do at church on Easter time?
We made cups.
Yeah, you made cups.
With flowers in.
Oh, wow.
And also, we got a chocolate egg from them.
Wow, that's amazing.
I haven't.
Oh, you did?
We ate it.
You eat it all up?
No, I have. Oh, yeah, I have.
Yeah, you have, haven't you?
It's up there.
Oh, fantastic. Would you like to say bye-bye to our friends now?
Bye-bye.
Bye. In the short time that we've been in the UK, God has really opened up some amazing doors for Nick and I to do ministry in. Things like leading worship for joint churches in a nearby city called Crawley, ministering to broken teenagers in schools where the teachers don't really know what to do with these kids. Nick has been invited to teach in a discipleship training school in Belarus near Russia in the next few months. And I've been asked to be part of an alpha group for a group of mums who again don't know Jesus. God has just been answering our prayers in ways that we couldn't have even imagined. And we want to thank you for your part that you've played in our ministry. Without your contribution, it would be so difficult and actually impossible for us to be able to do the things that the Lord has laid on our hearts. And our gratitude to each and every one of you is just immense. Thank you so much.